Hey guys, it's Bowling here and welcome to the Brass Metal match in the IDC 26, I believe. And the runners-up are Solomon, which is on the bottom side, and Hymne, which is on the upper side. And I'm quickly writing that they can start. And it's, as you guys might have noticed, it's a live commentary again. And I hope this game won't drag out that long. Maybe we might have to speed up like the replay, and then my commentary is not working. But let's see. Solomon is playing Mana Burn. I think in the last 3 IDCs he played Mana Burn. Maybe some variations. And Hymne is playing Lightwater Nature. Merfolk aggro, I believe. He's playing like the Zirion and Emerald as the Cyberlords for Merfolk, and also, as you guys can see, the Nature which ramps him. For example, like the Blossom type which we see here, and of course the Soul Swap, swapping out like the Merfolk from the Mana Zone is of course really nice. Yeah, but really quick turns at the start, which is quite refreshing to see. And it comes down to if Hymne can keep up the pressure and if Solomon has some shield triggers and some answers in the next turn. Solomon doesn't play fire, so a mass removal is not happening. He has, I think, Holy Ore, but he needs some creatures on the board. So he can play Holy Ore and then attack into the opponent's creatures. I think the best play for Solomon next turn would be like charge a Light or Nature Mana and play Skysword. And hope to drag out the game. I think he's playing some copies of Miraculous Plague. Yeah, and here's a Skysword. If Hymne has now a fighter Dual Fang, this can be really good. Threatening the game win if there's no shield trigger. And against a non-fire deck, you can safely like pump out all your creatures and can overextend because there will be no board clear. And here Hymne is sacrificing 1 attack in favor of swapping out the Merfolk and drawing 2. I think I like this play. I think this 1 shield doesn't really matter. And Solomon can't really afford to play Lost Soul because he would just lose on board. And here's the Miraculous Plague I talked about. Yeah, and he can kill the Quixotic, and now the 1 shield matters. And now the 1 shield is matters here a lot. And yeah, now it's looking quite even again, I would say. Hymne taking back the Merfolk to hand, so he has an untapped water mana next turn. And I think Merfolk to hand, Zirion to graveyard. So hopefully he can play out multiple creatures again this turn. Yes, he can. And again, a Miraculous Plague here saves Solomon another turn. Let's see if he has it, like bouncing the 2 untapped creatures and killing the Skysword. But other than that, he has like 8 mana right now. Yeah, there's another Plague. And if he has Balix now as like a follow-up, this is really huge for him. Sorry guys, I muted myself here, but yeah, as I said, the Balex came down, and it's almost I can look into the player's hands, but no. You see the same as me. I would like him not to play another creature here. Already 2 Miraculous Plagues spent. Yeah, I have to play my final afterwards, and I have not eaten yet, so... Soul Swap, yeah, okay. And I think Petrova is a really good, really strong card, but all the controls have been playing like all the races you would call with Petrova. You would call like Beastfolk, you would call Initiate, you would call Liquid People, and the control players also playing like Borsam Tribe, Skysword, Aqua Surfer. So yeah, normally the Petrova is like a one-sided thing because you can decide to race, but yeah. Of course, if Hymne called Cyberlord, then what did he name? Yeah, Cyberlord. Yeah, I think it's the best use here. And Solomon with the power play. And here I would have liked him to swap out the Fortress Shell again, because those two creatures like Balex and Skysword can't stop Petrova, and Petrova will just attack. And this one shield here doesn't really, yeah, it does matter, because I think Hymne is playing at least one Unicorn Fish, so yeah, if he plays Unicorn Fish, bounces Balex attacks for game, but now Petrova can attack like 2 times in a row. Except if Solomon is holding something like Fighter Dual Fang, then this play would make sense. Then Petrova just attacks, he blocks, plays Fighter Dual Fang, and kills the Petrova. Yeah, nice turn for him now. When you're getting mana burned, you want to ramp back up, and that's what he's doing with Fairy Life. I'm not sure about the matchup in general. I don't know the exact lists, but Hymne has a lot of ramp with Fairy Life, Borsam Tribe, and yeah, and Skysword, and Solomon writes in the chat that he fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. Because one more Fortress Shell means that Hymne would have been down 2 more mana, and he wouldn't have been able to play like Fairy Life and Mangress. And also he could have killed Petrova here. And he also has no light mana, so if he wants to play like a blocker like Liliana and Skysword, he can only do it like once. He can't do it multiple times, of course. With Soul Swap he can, but yeah. Faces down 2 attackers. Hymne has a Merfolk in hand, which could mean like charge Merfolk, play Aqua Surfer, for example, on the Balex. That's why I would have liked the Fortress Shell here. Or Yokai Charger, not a good sign here. Or a good sign for him, and a bad sign for Solomon digging for some answers. Lucky there for Solomon, or not unlucky at least, that he didn't charge a multicolor spell from the top of his deck, but still no light mana here. And yeah, Petrova again attacking. You can't like stop the next one either, except if he's playing the Fighter Duel thing in the first place and has drawn it now. And yeah, Petrova already broken 2 shields, while the Fortress would have hindered the Petrova in breaking 2 shields. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to talk about like the matchup in general. I think it's pretty even, I would say. Because Hymna can ramp so much mana really fast, and the mana burn deck will struggle in like keeping him down on a low mana count, and also keeping him down on the board presence. And yeah, but if Solomon can stabilize early on, like if he plays something like Quantum Clamp, for example, and like discarding Hymna early, hoping there's no arc, because when you spend some cards like Fairy Life and so on, this is of course a card disadvantage for you. I mean, in terms of like cards in hand. So if you can like stifle the aggression and can keep him on the low resources early in the game, then the mana burn player will most likely be ahead. And here Solomon has to swap out like the Sky Sword again. And he charges light mana from the top of his deck. And another plague, so the third plague here. Again, no untapped mana from the top of Solomon's deck. He's playing, I would guess, like 4 Sky Swords and at least 3 plagues, maybe 4 plagues, so 8 cards and 8 multicolor cards and 50 cards. It's, yeah. Not getting the full value here, because Miraculous Plague says that you have to choose 2 of your opponent's creatures, and Petrova can't be chosen. If Miraculous Plague would have said your opponent chooses 2 creatures in the battle zone and 2 creatures in the mana zone, 2 cards in the mana zone, I'm not sure if it would be like better or worse. Of course, it can out stuff like Elzonius and Petrova, but if your opponent has like 3-4 creatures, which we saw earlier, then of course you will choose the best ones for them. Not sure actually. So yeah, nothing happening here. Hymna running kinda low. It's kinda low on cards in his deck, but Solomon seems to have stabilized here. Can attack one last time with Petrova before it gets killed by Farliga. Not sure if he wants to do that, but I think you have to keep pressuring, because when you give like the control player a turn with like, I don't know, 15 mana, give a turn to breathe, then it's not good for you. And I would like to see an attack, because the opponent can just always play like a Holy Ore, and then you would lose the Petrova anyway without getting the shield. So yeah, I would have liked the attack. Yeah, Crystal Memory, maybe search for Holy Ore, and then you hold Border's Gun. Here I would have liked the energy stream first. Maybe he searched like the energy stream. No, he searched like the Holy Ore. So play Energy Stream first, maybe you draw into your Holy On, then you can use the Crystal Memory for something else. And yeah, that's why I would have liked the attack last turn. He would have been down to 0 shields, and then like an instant Fire Dual Fang, Quixotic into Fire Dual Fang. I think he has 8 mana, yeah? Yeah, would have won him the game, but yeah. He's still not out of the game yet. He deployed 2 creatures, has drawn some cards, running low in deck. But another Miraculous Plague is devastating here, because at some point you have to stop drawing with Illusionary Merfolk, but luckily Merfolk says up to 3 cards, so you can always decide to only draw like 1 or 2. Yeah, 3 Plagues in graveyard, so something like play Fall into Plague, swap Fall for Plague, but yeah, let's see what he comes up. Yeah, Fall for Plague now. At this point, Hymna charged an Arc, so you could consider Lost Souling, but there is like no need to. Yeah, I would give him like some cards back which he can't play. For example, like yeah, Fairy Life, because you don't want to run lower in your deck with 6 cards. Yeah, Morbid Medicine. Yeah, getting back Skyward. It's yeah, but I think it was an interesting game here. I mean, I'm talking like it's over. I think it's like 99% over at this point, but I mean, it's a tournament. You can always keep trying. But yeah, quite an interesting game. Some crucial turns here for both players, deciding when and with what to attack, and deciding if to block or not to block. With the Belex, for example, and yeah. Now you don't need fire. Dealing with multiple creatures, you have so much mana, you can just play your single target removal spells. That's it. Is he drawing a card? I think I would. Because you aren't like winning anyway the next turn with like 1 card in hand. Drawing 1, most likely your creature is getting like one of them at least getting destroyed, so I think I would have liked like 1 card draw here. Definitely not 3, because then you lose, but and you also have to consider like swapping your opponent swapping out the Brothheim Tribe, for example. So you have to charge a mana when your library is empty, your deck is empty, then it's game. Yeah, and I think we can just like watch the players go through the motions here. I'm wondering what Hymna has been like swapping out with his Emerald and the shields back and forth. Maybe like 1 Holy On there for like safety reasons, but yeah. I don't know. Some bad cards like Skyward. Maybe like Fairy Life, Brothheim Trap, something like this. Bad cards at this moment. Generally, these are the good cards, but yeah. And yeah, Himmel deciding to deck himself out. Fighter Dual Fang was on the bottom of the library. So yeah, let's go into game 2. Starting. I think he started last round as well, so huge win here for Solomon in getting the win while he was on the draw. Charging arc early, yeah, I think it's fine. We haven't seen Lost Cranium Clamp from Solomon last game. And he pretty much went through like 80% of his cards. But he plays something like Locomotiva and so on. And Fairy Life into Magwith, always nice to see. Juliana getting in the way here. But I think it just attack. Or maybe, because Solomon has 4 cards in hand, like the 5th card isn't like changing that much, but because I think he wouldn't block. Or maybe he would, I don't know. 12 on initiates, so boosting Solomon's Skyswords too. Let's see if this matters in the later stages of the game. Crystal Memory most likely searching for Skysword, I would assume. And then Solomon checking. Oh no, he moves. What did he do? Did he move another card to his hand? No. Oh no, he didn't like search in the first place. Yeah, okay. He just closed the window which pops up when you play Crystal Memory. Looked naturally at his deck, like looking what he has in his deck and what could be or what is in his shields, and then I think searching for the Skysword. Okay. Swapping out the Magras for an Emerald. Interesting. I would have liked him to hold this Soul Swap in his hand for like his own Skysword later in the game. But okay, now he can kill the Emerald with Juliana. It was planned all along by Solomon, knowing that he would get like Soul Swap and Tolio back to back. Okay. That's funny. Or maybe he wanted to stifle him this mana, so he doesn't have like water mana in his to play something. But yeah, swapping out the Emerald when your opponent is playing like 3 Merfolks or something, kinda questionable, I would say. Now let's see if he has like a Miraculous Plague. This would be really huge here now for Solomon. Maybe just like deploy another Skysword, like charge a light mana, play Skysword, play Belix if he has it, return the Plague, and trade into the other Skysword. Yeah. Hymna down to 1 card in hand. No water mana for a quick refill. Oh, does he have another Merfolk? Nice. Huge. So yeah, he's playing at least 3 Merfolks. It didn't count like in the first game, and yeah, here's the Billix into Plague, which I talked about last turn, but I guess he didn't have 2 light mana sources. Yeah. Or 1? I don't know what last turn was. I don't know. Already forgot. I'm getting old. And what did he move to the hand? Emerald to hand, Merfolk to graveyard, and now Merfolk to hand. So he has Merfolk and Emerald, but again only 1 water mana and not enough mana to play both. I would like to see him, of course, I would like to see him to play another creature like Blossom Tribe here, but yeah, seems like he doesn't have it. Again, getting rid of some bad cards in his hands, because you most likely will never see them again in this duel. But yeah, Solomon only 2 cards in hand, so getting low on resources too. But here's the file. Well, now Solomon needs like Unholy Orb to finish this game, and Hymna needs to deploy more creatures here, and hope that's enough. And Solomon is working like some turns in like top decking Blossom Tribe, for example. But there's okay, maybe an Arc. No, kind of risky from Solomon. He's just like insta playing it, but maybe he knows that Hymna's only playing like 1 Arc. Ay. No, that's not where you want to be, only like charging and passing, but yeah, there's not much he can do. Another Plague off the top by Solomon, or okay. I was kind of surprised by the charge of Energy Stream, but yeah, this makes sense. Now like another Fortress Shell, another Soul Swap, and Tymna has only Nature Mana again. Oh, now he's out of steam. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the Energy Stream charge there last turn. Just play like Morbid and then play out your what did he take back, like a Juliana? and keep the energy stream and Sky Sword for later turn. You weren't like afraid of being killed in the next turn, so you didn't have to play the Sky Sword immediately. You could have just waited. Oh no. Did he misclick? No. What's happening? Ah, he wants to. It's easier for him to count like from left to right. So he knows how many attackers he has, but he can't count it on one hand. He needs another hand and 6 attackers. Now only 5. Yeah, again, Holy Awe just like ends the game. I would say. And here he is getting back the stream which he judged. Maybe a bit too hasty earlier. Another Sky Sword, sure. Solomon with 14 cards in deck and Hymna with 9. So yeah, you can play like Sky Sword 2 more times. Maybe Hymna will see his cards again. Now he needs like another swap for his Cryptic Totem. But Hymna is still fighting back. Oh no, Logic Cube for Holy Honor. God damn. What? Oh, Holy Honor must be in his shields then, so this or is he like did he? Oh no, Holy Honor's in the graveyard. I missed that completely. But yeah. Now that's Oh, Quixotic is like at. Oh no, he only played like Faliga this turn, right? So it's like 4k. I would have liked him to attack with the Sky Swords first into the Quixotics because the initiates are still getting boosted by the Petrova. But yeah, Fortress can also clean up the Quixotics, and Hymna said GG in the chat. Yeah, against Fortress, giving them cards early out of the shields is sometimes not the best option, even when you are playing an aggro deck. You want to maybe build a board first and then attack. But there's because in the early games, like in the early game, Fortress is playing something like Brotham Tribe or Juliana or even just nothing, like the first turns, and giving them cards out of the shield is of course you can give them something which they can play, or if they play something like Bud, Sky Sword, and so on, they won't have that much cards in hand. So yeah. But yeah, Solomon winning 2-0 here. So he finishes 3rd place in the IDC 26. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked it, and see you in the next video. Bye.